my turtles, and welcome back to another video with me, Foxfoot Crafts. Now, I received this handsome little quail from one of my self-proclaimed adopted / foster moms. I know I say this a lot, but if you're someone who I love, I tend to just generally claim you, and I'm like, you're mine now. So I was gifted this handsome little quail and wanted to draw a card featuring him as a birthday present in return. Once I get my paper cut to size, I go ahead and get started sketching. Now, I have tried and tried and tried to figure out how to get this sketch to show up. I spoke to my partner and they said that it is something with my camera. It's not something that I can fix post-recording. I have tried adjusting the lighting and the brightness, and the recording itself is the issue. So I do apologize. I know that it's difficult to see here. I'm trying to speed it up because I don't want to have a whole video where you guys are squinting trying to see what I'm sketching. So hopefully this will just be a quick little part of the video. I am going to look into my camera, see if I can figure out how to brighten it. I apologize for this, y'all. It should be easier to see. You would think. I don't know what's up with my camera. I see, there it goes again. It's so bright. Y'all cannot see. Yeah, so I've tried darkening, I've tried brightening, I've tried adjusting, and I just cannot get it after recording to show up. So bear with me. My next couple videos, I will try to adjust the camera itself before recording. Moving on to the coloring, hopefully the camera picks that up a little better. My partner did point out that where the shadow of my hand is, the filming looks totally fine. It's just once I remove my hand and shadow, it becomes difficult to see the pencil work again. I'm not the most tech savvy, so hopefully I will be able to watch a couple videos and figure out how to correct that for future videos. So with this, like I said, I'm just going through and trying my best to really capture the little quail statue. I want to make sure that, so some of the colors on the quail have like an airbrush look to them. They're very smooth, and so I'm trying to match that as well. And then there are these really cute little indentions to kind of give patterns, and so I'm trying to match that as well. Normally when I do bird feathers, I have really harsh lines and hatching, but since this little guy has that really smooth kind of, again, airbrushing is the best way to describe it. I'm trying to match that with my coloring. The color matching is probably the most difficult part. Um, as I'm sure anybody who's used markers knows that the marker caps do not always match the color of the ink. The color of the ink is also going to change over time as they start to dry out or become more concentrated. I've noticed that as well. So it's always a good idea to have a little scrap piece of paper that you do little color swatches on, just to make sure that you can match those colors up. And even with my markers, I've been using my markers for years, and I still have to go through and do color swatches and make sure that I like the particular ones. Watching my own videos, it's also a little more obvious to me that being left-handed and drawing on top of the art is not very aesthetically pleasing in regards to filming. I noticed that a lot of the film shots, my hand is covering the artwork, so if you're a fan of my videos, kudos to you, because editing these and sitting here and rewatching my own films to edit them, I'm like, my hand covers a lot of this, a lot of the time. Maybe I need to get better at that, or figure out how to adjust my camera better. I'm not quite sure on how to correct that. I guess I could try coloring different, but when you're in the zone going at a piece of art, it is a little harder to focus on, okay, pull away and don't zoom in on your hand, or make sure to move your hand out of the shot. It's a lot to focus on. Now this little guy sits on a really cute little base. I don't know how they got that texture within the porcelain. Like it has a little mossy edge kind of texture to it. I can't describe it. I don't know how they got that texture. I'm realizing that I know very little about porcelain. So I don't know how they got that texture on the base. It's super, super cool. So starting off with some of the taller pieces of grass, and then I'll kind of do a stippling with green to match that cool texture that the statue has. Again, I may have to look up how porcelain works after this, because I just don't know about it, and I am realizing that I just don't know about it. So we shall see. I will then go back with some colored pencils to add some extra layers and just kind of blend that together. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that recently whenever I use the colored pencils on top of the markers, I really like the way that it looks. So we are sticking with that for this card. I am then gonna go through with a fine liner pen and add in some of the final details just to make him pop and stand out a little bit more. But again, I don't want to do too many details. I still want to keep him that very soft, airbrushed look. And I know everybody's familiar at this point with the classic white gel pen, going in and adding eye shines and some little details. Not too many with that white gel pen, just to help everything pop just a tiny bit. And we'll go through and sign the finished piece. Matching up. Yeah, I think I did a pretty good job of matching up this cute little guy. And here we have him. Super cute. Think he turned out really well. Like I said, I'm gonna write some heartfelt message inside that's not for public consumption. Y'all don't get to enjoy that, but you do get to enjoy the wonderful artwork. So, this again is a thank you gift / birthday card for a beloved adopted family member who hopefully they will enjoy the card. As always, thank you for tuning in. I'm Foxfoot Crafts across other social media platforms, and I will see you next time. Bye!